Hello students. Now next topic, next system core. Let us we discuss digital signal processors. In short form, we call it as DSPs. These DSPs are very uh, powerful special purpose, that is video processing, audio processing, and also the communication applications. This processor is essential requirement. So this DSP processor are 8-bit or 16-bit or 32-bit microprocessor are available in market. This DSP are designed specifically to meet the power and computational constraints of today's embedded system, audio, video, and communications applications. Digital signal processors are 2 to 3 times faster than the general purpose, and that is very faster than the general purpose processor. DSPs are implement algorithm in hardware which speeds up the execution, where general purpose processors implement the algorithm in firmware, and the speed of execution depends primarily on the clock for the processors. DSP can be viewed as microchip designed for performing high speed. A DSP processor typically it incorporates the following four different keys, that is program memory, data memory, computational engine, and IO units. Program memory for storing the program required by DSP to process the data. Data memory, it is a working memory for storing temporary variables and data and signal to be processed. Next, third one is the computational engine. It's a very important task of the processor that will perform the signal processing in accordance with the stored program memory. And in this computational engine, it incorporate many specialized arithmetic units, and each of them operates simultaneously to increase the execution speed. And one more point, incorporate multiple hardware shifters for shifting operands and thereby saves execution time. Last one, IO unit. It acts as an interface between the outside world and DSP. That is IO unit. What is the connections or interface between the outworld and outer world to the DSP processor. Next, here some of the processing applications are audio, video, signal processing, and it is applicable in telecommunication and multimedia applications are typical examples where DSP is employed. Okay. Next, DSP employs a large amount of real-time calculations. Is very important. Real-time calculations. What are that? Sum of product calculation, convolution, FFT, that is a fast Fourier transform, DFT for computation of DFT, discrete Fourier transform, etc. are some of the operations performed by digital signal processors. And Blackfin processor from analog devices is an example of DSP which delivers breakthrough signal processing performance and power efficient full 32-bit process. Okay, so here some black diagram will be shown, the processing of the signal, how it will be convert digital signal, it will be convert to the analog signal, or how it will be going to process the audio or video signal. The block diagram will shown in, you can see here. Next topic. Okay, so already we have in the beginning of the class we have discussed the RISC type of processor and CISC type of processor. Let just you go through the slide. we can understand easily. In the RISC stand for, you know, the reduced instruction set computing. All RISC processor controllers possess lesser number of instructions. That is, typically it's of about 30 to 40 instructions are there. But in CISC stands for, you all know that, stands for complex instruction set computing. Here the instruction set is complex and instructions are high in number. Okay, the total number of instructions available here very complex, and also number of instructions are very high number. Next, from a programmer's point of view, RISC processors are comfortable since programmer needs to learn only a few instructions, where for CISC processor the programmer needs to learn more number of instructions and should understand the context of usage of each instructions. That is the difference between the RISC and CISC in field of, in the case of programmer consideration. Here some examples are given for RISC and CISC. You just read it out this slide. You can make the notes. Okay, and here is the table is provided, the difference between the CISC and RISC. These things we have discussed in the beginning of the class. So just once again you just read out the differences of RISC and CISC. Okay, next another architecture of the processor is the Harvard and von Neumann processor. So this is the basic things. Okay, you as a computer science students, these are very fundamental. It is basic, you know this. So just to go through this, so some points are written in slides, so go through this. Okay, just go through it, just go through it, right? So here the table is given. What are the differences between Harvard and von Neumann architecture? The diagram also it is given. Okay, right. Next, another type of processor, that is a big Indian processor and little Indian processors. So in the little Indian process, the data byte at the higher memory and lower order of the data byte at location just below the higher memory. So in the higher order address, the higher byte of the data will be stores. You can observe the diagram. The byte 0 is stores in the lower address, that is 20000. Next, higher byte of the data, byte 1, is stores at the higher base address or higher address 2001. That is, higher the byte of data is going to store at higher the value of the address. Okay, that is the concept. It is called as a little Indian, little Indian. So this kind of where it is to be takes this kind of little Indian processor or a big Indian processor. If you have a data has to be processed more than 2 bytes or 3 bytes, 4 bytes. Okay, so data need to be considered as a single data. That data how it will be going to be in how format, whether it is a lower to higher or higher to higher, lower to higher or higher to lower address of the memory to be stored, that is indicated by this two type of processor. In the little Indian, the data will be higher data byte will be going to store at higher address memory locations, that is little Indian. In big Indian, that also you shown in the figure, big Indian, the higher the byte data, excuse me,